Hi everyone, Bernard here, all very well. Welcome to the Citizen channel. It's our second in a feature as we look at match programmes. So obviously Manchester City have gone all digital, as you know, if you've watched my first one on these, on the Wolverhampton Wanderers programme. This holds top spot at the moment. It's got a good mark as well. It got 8 out of 10, so please check back if you've not watched that one. But yeah, these programmes now have got something to beat. Yeah, City have gone digital, haven't we, with our match programmes, so that doesn't mean our opponents have. So it's nice to see certainly our first 4 away league games, they've all produced a programme, whether it's just for the City game or obviously they may have included 2 or 3 matches in them. I mean, one way or another, at least they've produced hard copy, which for people like me who love collecting programmes is great. So all credit to them. I didn't realise that. I'm actually going to go back and look at the end of last season, see if there's any programmes produced for the games that were played behind closed doors after the COVID thing. I didn't even contemplate that. So I might go back and do that as well. So join me today as we have a look at this one. We're going to have a look at this today. Yeah, new to the Premier League, and this is the programme they put out for the game against us, Manchester City, on the 3rd of October. So we're going to have a look at that today. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. All these vlogs are coming out to do City history vlogs, City present vlogs, City quizzes, lots of things on there on the playlist. Please check those out. And also, if you or anyone you know is interested in films and TV, I do movie poster reviews as well. I do lots of things like that. If you just check the playlist, I do lots of things on film and TV, etc. So if that's something you might be interested in, then please have a look at that. Or if you may know someone who might be interested in that, that'd be fantastic. And I'm trying to get to 500 YouTube subscribers by Christmas 2020. So I'm 60 oddish short at the moment. So if you can give me any help towards that target, I'll be very much appreciated. Right, I'll put some images on the screen as well, but I'll show you some as I'm having a quick look through this as well. I'll show you some of those. Yeah, so here we go. Leeds United and Manchester City. Yeah, there's a lot of I mean, my initial response when I look through this thing is it's quite plain compared to that. That's quite artistic and quite a lot of artwork mixed in with hand drawn artwork along with photo artwork. So I was quite impressed with Wolves, and it got us, as I said, it got us off to a great start with an 8 out of 10 rating. So some of these programmes now we're going to have to go some, aren't they, to match it. Yeah, this one's not bad. It's 84 pages, £3.50. So nice price as well. I mean, that was a little bit more expensive, but it covered City and the game against Fulham as well in that Wolves one. But this is dedicated just Leeds and Manchester City, this one. So that was good. 84 pages, nice. It has started to come apart a little bit. If you open it up, if you look at the spine there, the spine does get broken, this one, which it didn't with the Wolves one. It was a lot better, but it's very hard with these sealed ones now to actually keep them in good condition, to be honest. Once you open the pages up and you want to lie them flat, you know, it's all right if you don't want to lie them flat, but obviously if you want to get it information and look at things and take images for people to look at, like I have it on there, it can get a little bit battered. Yeah, so 84 pages, add some promotion, 23 pages, which is quite high. So that's obviously promoting the club and kits and sponsors, etc., plus advertisements as well. So that's 27% of the magazine, which is quite high. So have a quick look through. As I said, it's quite, not bland, I won't be cruel and say bland, but it is sort of quite plainly laid out. I mean, there's nothing fantastic in the layout of it. A lot of images, though, a lot of match images as well. I mean, you get the captain's page to start off with, Liam Cooper there, the captain. And then what I do like about this Angus Kinnear, so you get a boardroom thing as well, which you don't always get in programmes, do you? The view from the boardroom. But what I do like is the action replay sequences, obviously, of the games he'd played already. As obviously this was probably the 3rd or 4th game, wasn't it, back in the Premier League. But I do like that. I don't think City ever do a great one of that, looking back at previous games. Obviously they do the Twitter thing like City do, the media watch with the players and comments, etc. And they have an interview and a piece on Patrick Bamford, which is nice. So the interview similar to us, the interview one of the players and give us various bits and pieces on that player, which is interesting. So today, Patrick Bamford, and you give his stats on him, what's he's played and what's he's done, etc., etc. The new signings, which is what obviously this early in the season you need to get to know that. And they have a kids zone. They didn't have a kids zone in the Wolves one, even though I did like it, they didn't have a kids zone. So they've got a kids zone in this, which is quite good. And there's a little one to score a goal there. That was quite good. It didn't take me long to do it, but I'm not a big kid, am I? But and they've got bingo. We've got match bingo as well. I mean, we enjoy playing City bingo, don't we, with some of the fans? But we got a bit. So that's okay. A nice 2-page. Not an enormous amount, obviously, with 2 pages, but that's quite nice. It's always nice to see a kids page in the programmes, or kids pages in the programmes. And then we got introducing Manchester City, so we got our own little section there. How many sort of bits and bobs have we got there? Yeah, 7 pages of City stuff on this one. Not the most exciting. If you saw the Wolves one, there's quite a good image on the front cover that we might use myself. But yeah, the obvious mistake. I do look for what they've done on trophies, etc. They got all our honours right, which Wolves didn't. They didn't have the Cup Winners' Cup on our honours list, our trophy cabinet. So I should have really knocked them a point or two off for that, shouldn't I? But there you go. But the fault in this one, unfortunately, is the nickname. It's actually got nicknamed the Blues. I mean, Sky Blues perhaps, but I don't even remember ever being called the Blues as such. So that's just a little bit lazy, I think. Lazy journalism, for when the people do that. But I might be wrong. I mean, we may have been called the Blues at some stage, but I think it's just laziness, just to find a name, to be honest with you. A little bit of digging. I mean, even you don't have to look at Wikipedia, I think, and it says Citizens, doesn't it? So anyway, we'll not worry about that. But it does let it down a little bit. I mean, very simple layout, nothing special with the layout, nothing modern. Pen pictures of the players. I look at Pep Guardiola there, a new signings, Nathan Ake. That's quite a nice top there. That one, isn't it? A bit busy like they all are, those Paisley ones. But then they have an interesting head-to-head, and to be honest with you, I'm surprised Leeds aren't running away with the league, because every sort of stat they did on the head-to-heads, obviously City had played a game less, but all their players had far better stats than ours, based on the same position. So perhaps we should have bought some of their players. But hey, then again, they drew 1-1 with us, didn't they? So perhaps they should have stuffed us based on that, because a bit not arrogance, but yeah, it's a bit favours the home team with the stats there. I can't really see the point of it. Then they have a great piece on played for both, so they have a quick little summation of players. You got Stuart Taylor, Danny Mills, Fabian Delph, Alfie Inge Haaland, James Milner, Ian Poveda, Peter Barnes, Darren Huckabee, David White, Robbie Fowler, Don Revie. So that's quite an interest. It's nice if you like your history stuff. And interestingly enough, their moments in time, it was exactly the same as I've done a moment in time, and it was obviously a City Leeds game, Saturday 7th of September 1991. So I did exactly the same game in my moments in time quite recently, with a City slant, obviously, rather than a Leeds slant. I mean, we did get beat 3-0, but I did obviously look at it from a City point of view, that game. But obviously it had special significance for us as well, perhaps, that Leeds haven't picked up on. But it's quite interesting. Their memory match is exactly the same as my memory match. And then they got a little thing, the question, Manchester City supporter Ray Burge. My apologies, I have no idea who Ray Burge is, but they asked him some questions like, welcome to virtual Ellen Road. Ray, are you looking forward to the game? It's been a long time since the teams have met in the Premier League. Do you expect a tough game? Your squad needs little introduction. Who will be your main threat today? What do you see as a threat from the Leeds team? Are you excited to see Marcelo Bielsa pitched against Pep Guardiola? So not the most exciting of questions, but it's nice that they've actually got a fan on to ask questions rather than perhaps a journalist or something like that. Then you got a piece by Peter Lorimer. I mean, guys of my age would know Peter Lorimer well. Was it 90 miles an hour? He used to have a song about him, or 80 miles an hour, some speed anyway, that he used to hit a shot. He used to know how to hit a shot. So that's good. They have obviously the youth elements. And there's a great piece actually by Adam Pope talking about Asa Hartford, because Leeds wanted to sign Asa Hartford. And obviously this heart condition obviously put a stop to the signature, and obviously it was our benefit, wasn't it? To our benefit, because we took him on. He was wonderful for us, one of our heroes in my eyes anyway, Asa Hartford. So yeah, that's a nice piece on there from the Leeds journalists. And then you got little history things illustrated of players, etc. Again, nothing outstanding on the layouts and the style. Under 23s, they have the usual academy stuff in there. And then they have the stats bunker, which is interesting. It's again, I don't know how we've done this. And obviously they've got Leeds against City and on stats bunker. And again, the only thing City actually win on, we got more yellow cards than they did. And what was the other thing we missed? Oh, we missed more big chances than they did. I think that's the only things we won on. So there you go. Again, I'd say I'm surprised we came away with Ellen Road with a draw based on this. But that's quite good. It's just up for all the Premier League teams, various stats and things, touches of the ball, etc., etc. Obviously, it doesn't allow for the fact that some teams have played more than others. But hey, that's only a little minor thing, isn't it? Results and fixtures, even with an image in it. I mean, with the Wolves one, you just had a blank page. It was a bit lazy, really, but at least Leeds have put an image in it, which is quite interesting. Well, not interesting, but at least it fills a space up, doesn't it? And you got your teams on the back. Yeah, so yeah, it was okay. I mean, as I say, it wasn't fantastic. I mean, not a lot of great history stuff. You know me, I like my history things. Wolves did have that in spades in their programme. But yeah, it wasn't a bad programme. £3.50, so it's reasonably priced as well. So that was issue 3 of their. And I think they'll carry on just doing a programme per team. So every time they play a team, I'd say Wolves do it in 2 teams at a time. They may change that, I'm not sure. At least Leeds are at a smaller programme, but in a lot smaller. It's just slightly smaller than the Wolves one, only very slightly. I'm looking at the West Ham one next. That's quite a big one, but yeah. So it was okay. It was okay. Obviously, it's not going to challenge this one. It's ranking wise. Obviously, I've only done 2 programs now, but this is only going to be ranked 2 out of 2, unfortunately, because I'm going to give this 6.5 out of 10. I say I wasn't overly impressed with the content, to be honest with you. I mean, all respect to them. At least they're doing a hard copy, which is more than certain clubs. We won't mention our own, obviously, but yeah, I mean, there is in there, obviously, the A to Z of Leeds history. I mean, it's like a bit of a quirky stats. If you watch my vlogs, if I do my quirky stats, but not quite as fun as that. So yeah, that was Leeds United. So yeah, if you wanted to get your collection, that is available from the Leeds United souvenir shop, or obviously on the internet you can find that as well. But I did buy this particular one from the Leeds United souvenir shop. So yeah, that's second. So I've got Wolves still leads the way at the moment with an 8 out of 10 rating, and now Leeds going to second based on the 2 programmes I've looked at with a 6.5 out of 10. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check my links on screen. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I try and check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone. Follow and friend on Facebook and Twitter. So I do check every couple of days and follow and friend back accordingly. And please, if you can check out my little moviegamenostalgia.com website. I did have a video shop way back in the day, 90s and the 2000s. So still sell through that site old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 90s and 2000s, and some board games as well. So if you can get over to moviegamenostalgia.com, absolutely fantastic. As I said, please just check the playlist, what's out there. There's tons of stuff. About 600, as I'm recording this, over 650 videos I've put out over the last 14, 15 months. And probably a third, or well over a third of those are to do with Manchester City. So obviously there's a lot of, well over 200. Manchester City's might be about 215, 220, 225, something like that, and the rest will be film and TV stuff, etc., etc. So if you can check those playlists out, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thanks for joining. Let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, this is a new feature. If people aren't, just let me know if it's okay, if you enjoy it. I say it's not overly exciting, but it might whet your appetite to go out and buy these things as well. If you like me, an avid programme collector. It's nice to know what other clubs are doing and how they're looking at City as well, which is really good from these programmes. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're going to do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, look after each other. And hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon. Please, until we do, stay safe, Blues. Bird is saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.